Who are you?
I'm Sage Francis.
Sage Francis, welcome to Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada.
Thank you so much.
Sage Francis, also I'd like to further welcome you to Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada by giving you a little gift here. Right here is a Danger Doom cereal bowl. Do you have one of these?
No, I don't.
What is this? Danger Doom. Could you tell the people Danger Mouse and
MF Doom,
put out the first hip-hop cereal bowl?
or as B.O.X, as I originally knew him. He also produced the Doomage song, which was a remix of my song called Damage, and he's definitely one of my favorite MCs. He has a wonderful multi-syllabic rhyme schemes going on, and he's a cartoon freak.
And what about the Danger Mouse? Right now, he wouldn't want to talk to me, would he?
I don't know.
Because we're standing on?
I didn't see your interview with him, but we were standing on gravel. Well, what is this, sand, sort of?
You worked with Danger Mouse, and apparently he has a sand phobia. What can you tell me about that, Sage Francis?
We were doing, me and Danger Mouse were doing a photo shoot in Miami Beach, Florida. Miami, my home of birth, actually. And he was very afraid of looking down a street randomly and seeing a beach because he has a high fear of sand. I never understood it, but it made me laugh and made me love him a lot more than I originally did. So, yeah.
And now you can think of him every morning when you have your cereal.
Right here, baby.
Also, I have yet another gift for you, Sage Francis, right here, an iced tea figurine. Iced tea, and the reason I bring iced tea to you as a gift is because you love the iced tea Vincent Gallo beef. What can you tell the people about that?
Originally, I was a huge Ice-T fan. Ice-T owned all his records. I actually used to record songs of his just on my tape recorder.
I'm a nightmare walking, psychopath talking.
The song ain't over. No, not yet. I'm just warning you.
I'm taking a trip down memory lane.
And there's more to come, so stay tuned to my show.
And later down the line, I became a fan of Vincent Gallo, and he was just like the perfectly asshole actor and artist. And there was something I saw where he talked about battling Ice-T and just wrecking him. And I never saw the footage, and I never got verification from Ice-T that he actually battled Vincent Gallo, but I believe that Vincent Gallo probably tore him to pieces.
Because he was on the scene back then, wasn't there? There's footage of him, isn't there?
Well, he did stuff with Jean Basquiat, and I know Vincent Gallo was a b-boy, and he was probably rapping, so as a lot of people were back then in New York City.
Sage Francis, how did you find me? Why are we here today? How did you find me?
I walked across you at South by Southwest, and I had records in hand.
How did you know who I was? Like, how did you find me?
Well, I saw you on YouTube.
Like I said, how did you find me?
The first interview I saw with you was with NERD. And then it was Snoop Dogg. Oh no, then it was Jay-Z. Then it was Snoop Dogg, and then I watched everything else. It was from Rollins to everybody. I watched everybody, and I think I saw everybody. But yeah.
Well, thanks so much for stopping on the street.
I brought you a gift as well.
Oh, well, thank you, Sage.
Because I did watch.
That's so cool.
I did watch you on YouTube, and I did a little bit of research. I know that you're a good music journalist, which is very rare this day and age in music journalism. So while driving through Wisconsin, I bought you some cheese that is incredibly hard to find. It's aged by 5 years, and you can't get it anywhere else but Wisconsin. So here you go.
Oh my God, thank you, Sage! You're walking down the street at South by Southwest. You bump into me. I'm speaking to Peter Rosenberg from
Hot 97.
And then you showed me all your records that you had, and one record you have totally drove me crazy. It was an L. Ron Hubbard Space Jazz. What can you say about that record, the Space Jazz record?
Well, yes, I found a lot of great records there. The L. Ron Hubbard Space Jazz record, I've been afraid to actually put my needle to. I feel like I have to reach a certain maturity and evolution in my life before I do that. And I feel like the sky will open up and rays of sunlight will come down and pick me up. I'm not ready for that. I kind of like my time on Earth right now.
And there was another record you picked up that you were totally excited about, some rare rap collectible. What was that one?
There was this guy named B.O.X. B.O.X. It was initials, and it stands for Beyond Ordinary Existence. And the only reason I knew him was because way back, I mean, really, really way back, when the only access I had to hip hop was through college radio stations, was I think it was a Boston radio station called WERS in Boston. So he was a guest on their show, and that's the only reason I knew him, and that was about 20 years ago. So when I saw that record, it was the first time I dig a little bit, so like the fact that I saw that record and I never saw it before, I kind of bugged out and I picked it up.
Sage Francis, you've toured a lot and you filmed a lot of your tours. There's a Life is Easy DVD.
Right.
And on it, there's an amazing clip of you avoiding stuff being chucked up on stage. Where was that?
In 2004, there was the the very first Rock the Bells concert, and that was the first time Wu-Tang Clan had performed in 10 years. It was their first reunion, really, and all the members were present. I was there. A lot of other people were there, and whoever put together the lineup didn't really think about the fact that 10,000 people didn't want to see a bunch of openers before Wu-Tang Clan hit the stage. So by the time I hit the stage, it was clear that the crowd was just restless, and I decided to give them a reason to vent. So I took my pants off and threw broccoli at them, and
stuff was getting chucked at you too, wasn't it?
Right. I threw the broccoli, then the broccoli came back at me, but then bottles came back at me, and a few bullets came back at me.
You're really good at running with your pants down. How have you perfected that? You like my little demonstration there?
Running away from the cops after being caught back alley. Yeah, it was a little bit of practice.
Because that happens. Do you have like a special belt that you pull, like, and then the pants drop? It's quite interesting.
I do have a belt. It was made for me by a fan. And let me see. It was, an actual belt that was made. It was like, it's one of my only leather garment items, but here it is.
Do you wear it every show?
I've worn it for 5 years now. I haven't taken it off. It's just kind of the way I am.
Yellow Biafra has a belt that he's always worn all these years.
Oh, I had no idea, but I'm a huge fan. That's cool.
I dedicate this one to Mr. These broken wings and learn to fly again, learn to be so free. We hear the voices sing, the book of love will open up and let us sing. Yeah.
Thank you so much for the interview, and thank you also for the cheese from Wisconsin Cheese Mart, thecheesemart.com. This is amazing. I'm not giving this to you. You're giving this to me. Thank you. I'm so excited to be able to enjoy cheese because I got a disease. I'm
Cheese freak.
addicted to
Cheese.
I'm addicted to cheese. Anything else you want to add to the people out there at all, Sage Francis?
Just that I love you, and thank you for doing this interview with me. And Strange Famous Records is going to continue to put out stuff that we think is worth hearing.
Yeah, why should people care about Sage Francis and Strange Famous?
It's independent hip-hop, came up from nothing. The people made it, the people supported it, and as the industry crumbled, we continue to put out good material, and I hope people stay in tune with what we do.
Well, thanks so much, Sage Francis. You're welcome to put the belt back in. Keep on rocking in the free world, and doot-doot-a-loot-doo.
Doot doot.